Hello everybody. So we just got done reviewing some investment texts, and I want to kind of go over some of the key concepts that I just reviewed to keep the information fresh and to also share it with you. Alright, so let's start off with the whole overall investment process. So specifically, you have individual investors, individual households and family, people. People have excess funds. They may have profit that they're earning, income, after they pay their bills, or they figure they have some money left over and they want that money to earn more money for them, or they want that money to increase in value. So they make an investment. An investment is any particular type of asset that you put your funds in and with the expectation that it will grow, or with the expectation that that asset is going to make you more income in the future. One of the things that we want to keep in mind is that there are people who have excess funds and they want to put them in the market so that money can start working for them, so that investment can start doing what an investment does. That's the one side of it. The other side of the investment process includes institutions, governments, companies, and business owners who need money, who want to raise capital, who have things that they want to put up as collateral for you to invest in because they want your money. So they will gladly take the excess funds off of your hands and put them into whatever business they're in, whatever product they have, whatever asset they're in charge of. They'll put that money there so that that money can either grow or pay you income while they are using it. Specifically, when you have an investment product such as like a bond, that's when you have a government agency that wants to raise money. So they put out this piece of paper called a bond that individual people like me who have extra money and want the money to make money for them and to grow for them by putting it in the bond, we're going to invest in that bond. What's going to happen is once I give that money over to the bond issuer, it's going to then be held for a certain amount of time. The time that that bond is held, or the time that investment is held, that's the duration of it. That's how long it's going to last, until a specific point in time will I get that money back, which is called the maturity of the investment. Once the investment matures, meaning grows to its full potential. Okay, so once you have a mature investment, you're going to get your initial investment back in whatever return it calls. Sometimes your return is going to be more, that was the expectation. Sometimes your return is less, that's when you have a negative return. But ultimately, that's how it works. In addition to the appreciation portion of investments, you have the portion of investments that is income. So one of the rewards, or one of the things that come along with investments to like inspire people to do it, because why would you do it if you don't get anything out of it? One of the things you get out of it is having to get income. So because you are lending your money, they're going to pay you. The same bond is going to pay you an interest payment until the maturity. So let's say I allow the government to hold my money for 3 years. I invest in a 3-year bond. That means the maturity is in 3 years. In 3 years, I'm going to get the initial $1,000 that I invested back. But in addition to that, every year up until that 3 years, so first year, second year, third year, I'm going to get an interest payment. That interest payment could be twice a year, it could be 4 times a year, 12 times a year, it could be whatever your contract states. But that interest payment is a payment that's going to be made to you just because you are invested in this particular security. And you know what? That's income. And now I took this $1,000 and it may have paid me $100 in income every year. So on day one, I gave up $1,000. I'm negative $1,000 because I gave it away. So after 1 year, I'm going to have $100. After the second year, I'm going to have $200. After the third year, I'm going to have $300. And at the end of the third year, they're going to give me my initial $1,000 back. So that's going to be a total of $1,300. So in the beginning, when I put that $1,000 into the bond, I got income of $300 from it. That $1,000 grew to $1,300. That's how investment works. You have people who have excess funds giving it to people who need the funds. The people who need the funds give payments or appreciation back to the investors in return for using their capital. All right, so that's what we went over in our first section. Have a good day. We are on Manhattan Beach in California. Hey, hey, hey. Go CFP, people.